you guys are good to go.
Oh, good. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, would you please read the notice of the special meeting and then call the roll?
Certainly. Members of the Town Board, special Town Board meeting Thursday, October 2nd, 2025 at 10 a.m. Please be advised that pursuant to Section 62 of Town Law, a special Town Board meeting will be held both in person in the Town Board Meeting Room, Southampton Town Hall, 116 Hampton Road, Southampton, New York, and via video conferencing on Thursday, October 2nd, 2025 at 10 a.m. for the purpose of considering the following. Presentation of the Supervisor's tentative 2026 budget to the Town Board by the Town Clerk, pursuant to Town Law, Section 106(3). Maria Z. Moore, Supervisor, dated September 29th, 2025. Supervisor Moore.
Present.
Councilwoman McNamara.
Present.
Councilman Iacilli.
Present via Zoom.
Councilman Pell.
Here.
Councilman Martell.
Present.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, I'm pleased to present you with the 2026 tentative budget, and our clerk, Sunday Shermeyer, is going to distribute those to the Town Board members.
I have to put wheels on those things
Oh
pretty
my
soon.
God.
And they're heavy.
The heaviest one I've ever carried. A lot of work into this. So, rather than trying to lift it across the table.
Oh, well, thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Cute.
Why we just pass them down?
Don't want to spill your.
Yeah.
I think.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
My pleasure, as always.
I'd like to make a few remarks about the budget. This budget reflects our shared commitment to public safety, sustainable growth, and responsible fiscal management. It provides for additional police officers, investments in our parks and roads, improvements to communications technology, and continued funding for essential services that keep our town strong and vibrant. For example, the 2026 tentative operating budget strengthens our police force by adding 3 new officers, 1 lieutenant position, 1 detective position, 1 police officer position, and funds a detective promotion. This additional staffing will allow for increased supervision, a vital component of effective policing, and will allow our police chief to address the increasing demands and calls for service, increased traffic enforcement, and additional sector coverage. In addition to these police positions, and in order to sustain the necessary levels of services, programs, and facilities in our communities, the 2026 tentative budget adds an additional 6 positions for various departments that include sanitation helpers in waste management, a senior office assistant for central garage, a public safety dispatcher 2, a custodial worker 1 in facilities management, and an office assistant in land management. The town is currently negotiating a new contract with the CSEA union that will likely impact the salary increases currently reflected in the budget. These increases are necessary to address the challenge of retaining current employees and hiring new employees, and will allow the town to continue to provide the high-quality service to our residents. The budget further provides the replacement of police vehicles to be paid from the operating budget, the purchase of equipment, including a tactical vehicle for the safety of our officers in high-risk encounters, and new software to aid in traffic management. And it also funds improved communications technology town-wide with radio communications and camera upgrades. These measures will greatly improve coordination and ensure seamless and reliable communications. As the town's needs continue to grow, it is imperative that the town's programs, services, and facilities meet these new demands. The capital budget provides funds to complete ongoing projects, to repair existing infrastructure, and for new initiatives. And some highlights include $3 million for townwide paving and bulkhead improvements, $1.25 million of which will be paid from the operating budget to reduce borrowing, $1.3 million needed to complete the paving of Noyak Road, funds for the design of the renovation of the Tiana Beach Pavilion, improvements to Hampton West Park, a new park facility in Spionk, and repairs to several town-owned buildings, as well as IT network infrastructure upgrades. The 2026 tentative budget sets the tax rate at 1.6494, which equates to an increase in $117.94 for a home assessed at $1 million. This increase of 7.7% in tax rate will allow us to employ qualified individuals to keep the town's many departments operational and to fund infrastructure maintenance and upgrades and other operating expenses, particularly employee health insurance, which increased 6%, pension obligations, which increased 10%, and workers' compensation insurance, which increased 10%. And of course, the increased costs of other materials and equipment. So the next steps for the budget, the entire tentative budget, over 1,000 pages, is available online for public review. The tentative budget now becomes the town's budget to review, the town board's budget to review, and if it chooses to amend. The town board will discuss the tentative budget at a special meeting on October 16th and may call upon department heads to explain their requests and priorities. After that review, the board will then convert the tentative budget to a preliminary budget at a special meeting on that same day. Public hearings have been scheduled for October 28th and November 12th on the preliminary budget. And after hearing from the community, the town board will adopt the final budget on or before November 20th. I look forward to working together with my colleagues on the board and with the residents we serve to adopt a budget that is both prudent and forward-looking, one that meets today's needs while preparing Southampton for a strong and sustainable future. This budget is a collaborative effort, incorporating input from the comptroller's office, town staff, department heads, and it's an honor to work alongside these dedicated men and women as we serve our community. I'd like to specifically thank our comptroller, Dorothy Godlewski, and our deputy comptroller, Kathleen Galligan, for all the hours we spent together working to create this plan, and to the department heads who met with us to go through each of their requests. And last but not least, to Colleen Jones and our CRC department for putting together these books that are over 1,000 pages each. It's a collaborative effort, and I'm honored to work alongside all of you as we serve our community. There it is.
I just want to say one little thing. Thank you again to everyone who helped Dorothy and her crew. And this is the first year for the trustees' budget. And
That's right.
They had a lot of learning experience, and they kept within their budget, the tax line. So we were very grateful for them to be very careful how President Scott Howitz and his crew, the other trustees, how they spent their money and how they looked at for the future, spending the money of the town and keeping our waterways clean and open, and a lot of clams.
Yeah, we're grateful to them.
Yes.
We worked well together.
There's a couple of hiccups, but we got over it.
Well, it was the first year, so.
Yeah.
That,
I just had one clarification I wanted to make that you didn't make.
what was that?
The extra police officer is a school resource officer, which we currently now have one school resource officer servicing 8 school districts, and this will bring us up to 2, which is desperately, desperately needed. And I'm really happy that that's the choice that was made to add that SRO. So it's something we've wanted for a while, and I'm happy to see that in the budget.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. We'll have opportunities to discuss this amongst ourselves and with the community. But for today, we just wanted to hand it out since the board needs time to review it, as do the residents. So Why don't we move on to public portion? I don't have any cards, I don't think anyone's here for that, but Kevin, is there anyone on Zoom who'd like to be heard?
No one on Zoom.
All right, then I move to close the public portion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
And I don't believe there are any resolutions for today. So I'll move to close the special meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.